everyone, welcome back to Wild and Free Art. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a process video of me doing some eco-dyeing. It's not a tutorial per se, I'm just taking you along as I make some eco-printed fabric and do some dyeing with camellia blossoms. But I just wanted to pop on a second and just put out a word of caution. Eco-dyeing and dyeing with natural plants materials is absolutely fun and so rewarding, but it needs to be done with a certain precaution. Just because it's natural doesn't mean it's necessarily safe. So I always would highly recommend making sure that any pots, spoons, pans, anything that you use be specifically relegated for eco-dyeing use. Also in this video you're going to see me using a copper mordant that I made myself. Please be careful with this as excessive copper can be poisonous, so yeah, try not to drink it. Make sure it's kept away from children, and probably you should use gloves. I didn't. I probably should. I'm very bad about the whole glove thing. But yeah, just make sure you take normal precautions, and especially in the case of using copper mordant, it can be toxic if ingested, so you really need to use pots, pans, forks, spoons, whatever it is that are either disposable or that you can use just for that, and make sure you clean all your area really well after you use it, especially if, like me, you need to use the kitchen. I hope you enjoy following the process. I'll be putting a few notes on, maybe popping in to explain here and there a bit, but it's pretty much just you sit back and enjoy the video and see what the results are. Have fun. Bye. So here I have my fabric all ready to go, and I have all the other bits that I'm using today. Some leaves that I foraged, some dried flowers and leaves from a bouquet. These are of course the camellia petals. I also have some scrap string that I need to tie things into bundles, and I'm using a bit of copper pipe, and I have a few different kinds of paper, sketch pad paper and watercolor paper. That's the sketch pad paper that I used, and it had amazing results. after everything has been dried and ironed and pressed. This was the cheesecloth that I used just as a layer on top of my other fabric. I knew it wouldn't catch much of a pattern because of the open weave, but I just wanted a little bit of color. This is the old upcycled stained t-shirt. I absolutely love the prints that I believe they're Gerber daisies, gave on the fabric. I absolutely love it, and the general soft color and the lines from the string. Yeah, I enjoy it, and I know I'm going to use it. But my favorite one out of all of them was this amazingly gray lilac color done by the Camellias. And the shibori tie is, of course, always fabulous. I love the effect that it gives. This was just an old cut-up t-shirt that was all stained and was ready to go in the bin, and so of course I needed to save it. The next are the eco dye papers that I did with the sketchbook pad that I got from the Works, and it was fabulous. I absolutely adore how every single one of these came out. The next set of eco-dyed papers was on my watercolor paper. They came out well. I like them. I especially like how the oak leaves left a pattern. The camellia petals left a little bit of purple on them, which is really nice. But I feel that the definition of the imprint of the plants was much better on the sketch pad paper, which I find really interesting, as watercolor usually gives me the best results in general. But still very, very happy with these. So next we have the regular printer paper, copy paper that I used with the leftovers. So this is the leftover copper-based dye that I used for the eco-dyed fabrics. and this is without any modifier in it. So it is just the leftover dye poured onto the pages as I put them in my old rusty baking sheet. The next set of papers is the same leftover dye plus baking soda, also known as bicarbonate. I love how it really highlighted the blue of the copper. The video doesn't do it justice for the color, but it's this beautiful pale blue color, and I absolutely love these cool results. Now we come to my camellias. This was just the plain leftover camellia with no modification. As you can see, it looks a lot like my sashiko fabric, and the fact that I left some petals in gave some absolutely beautiful mini eco prints. I should say. I absolutely love these. These are like my favorite ones out of all of them, I think, from the printer paper, obviously, and I can't wait to use them in some journals. And the last ones are, again, leftover camellia with baking soda. You see it's warmed up and become this kind of brownish pink tone, which is really beautiful. I hope that you've enjoyed following along with me as I do some eco dyeing, and I hope you'll give it a try. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and happy crafting in the meantime. Bye bye.